A splash in the Soldier the Game Spitter while Jacob shot 150 rounds into a house that killed a 3-year-old boy in Charlotte, alleged. Understand, sometimes gangsters get frustrated in beef, whether it's getting tired of looking for you, they don't know no other ways to get you, they don't got no OGs to tell them, nah, don't do it like that, nah, wait, catch him right here, or nah, he be over here. They don't got no money to get information from other people. He ain't got 10 grand, 15 grand, 5 grand. He can't pay nobody 5 grand just to tell what buddy be at. Besides when he around his family or his kid. You see what I'm saying? And when they get tired of looking for you, they got a reputation. Buddy could have robbed them or he embarrassed, which forced them to hurry up and retaliate for the game, peer pressure, or for self-mind. Just for self, like he telling himself he got to slide. And he pump himself up. Whether it's coke, he need pills, he need lean, he need weed, he need beer, liquor, cigarettes, whatever he need extra to pump him up, help pump him up, to make him more matter, to make him really want to do it and not care when he do it. That's why he'll keep dumping. He don't just let off 3 shots, 5 shots into the house and dip. He keep dumping the whole clip, switch out the clip and dump. He duct tape, drums. He duct tape extra 30 round clips so he can just reload and just, reload and just, stick it right in. He ain't really wasting no time. So you might hear a between 1 and 5 second gap when he changing clips. You know what I'm saying? When he's shooting. Understand? See, Jacob's problem was he fell in love with the action. He fell in love with the trigger play, but didn't have the proper guidance. Or if he did, he didn't use the information, which would allow him to have his trigger play and have his gunplay and have his rank and rep and still stay on the streets. Or, do a little bit of time, 7 years here, 5 years here, maybe 10, maybe 15 on a murder when they got good evidence, maybe 20. You see what I'm saying? But other than that, he getting caught with guns and doing little 5-year bids and stuff like that. He would have better stayed on the streets or not even get caught. But when you do situations like this right here and you just shoot up into a house and you really don't know everybody in it, or he could know, or he just don't care, whatever drug you ever took, but it made you just don't care, and whatever music that, you see all that play a part. The music, the guns, the gun he got, like he got more bullets than he got stacks. You see what I'm saying? So even if the state of North Carolina, Charlotte, Mecklenburg County gave him a bond, $1 million bond, he'll still stay in there because, he was just a shooter. He wasn't a boss. He wasn't a plug. You see what I'm saying? He feel like he got to handle every situation with gunplay, but he don't do it the right way, which will have him, every gangster or the whole America or all the big blogs repost his story, because that's when you messed up. Anytime when all the big blogs repost a story on a simple murder in the city, you see what I'm saying? That means you messed up. Yeah, that means you messed up. That means you killed the old lady, a woman, the wrong man, you see what I'm saying? A righteous man or a kid, teacher, something like that. That's when you just kill another gangster, you're not gonna make Say Cheese, Shade Room, all the news outlets across America, CNN. You ain't gonna make all of them. You ain't gonna get no TV shine like that. Just local. And if this your first body, it don't count. This do not count as a murder. You didn't kill a killer. You didn't even kill a street guy. You didn't even kill a pretender. You killed a baby, a little tender. That's what you did. So everybody disgusted with you, homie. Jacob, everybody is disgusted with you. That's from the gangsters, the pimps, the lawyers, the players, the city girls. The only person you made happy out of this situation was Satan. Jacob, you understand that? Like, the only person that's happy what you did is Satan. You did the devil's work, but you don't get no rewards. You don't get your flowers on land from the people, because don't nobody really respect that. You got other child killers and child murderers and stuff like that, but yeah, don't nobody respect that, so you don't get the proper flowers as a gangster killer would. A gangster in the streets that killed, you don't get them type of flowers. You don't get them type of rewards. Meaning, they salute what you do when you go to prison. You get extra clout. More females want to sleep with you. They're attracted to you. More gangsters want to hang with you. Nah, you don't get none of that though. You see what I'm saying? You out of order. You get discipline. And certain gangs and certain movements and certain religions, you would have got killed for that, because you would have burned too much heat to the block. Yeah, you'd have been in the mob or something like that, and they got $1 million blocks, or even black gangs, Mexican gangs. Yeah, you would have got hit for that, because especially if they ain't tell you to do that. Now, if they told you to do that, that's different. But they ain't tell you to do that. So this right here wasn't a smart move. Understand, if you was going to crash out like that, and you can just dump 150 rounds into a house that you don't know kids in it, ain't like, but ain't got no kids, or this his trap. This like a trap house. So if you take a risk like that, you could have then waited in broad daylight and caught him at McDonald's, caught him at Cookout, could have caught him at Bojangles. People from Charlotte, people from North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, they love Bojangles. You could have caught him there. You could have caught him at the mall. But you chose to, because you know why you did that? Because that was the only way. You trying to stay on the streets, and you trying to get a body and stay on the streets, or you trying to do a lot of repping and still stay on the streets. And you thought in your head that it was going to be hard for them to put that together, knowing all the neighbors in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2019, most neighbors now got their ring, they got the door cam. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of police, a lot of feds, they don't need snitches no more. They don't really need informants like that no more when all the neighbors got cameras. The neighbors, they eyes, they don't even got to say nothing. They can just send a tape. They don't really got to get no statement no more. They can just send a tape, send it in the email. I ain't coming down there for nothing. They go to email, just the video. They can say I wasn't even at home. You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't like they getting investigated. So they just send the tape, so they don't really got to do no talking. So you wouldn't even know who told on you. Every move you make, so when you're on missions like that, when you want to jump out and shoot up houses and stuff like that, and I don't advise you to do that unless you know it's a crack house or a trap house. You know it ain't nothing but the members in there. That's the only time you'll do a situation like that. Or if somebody in the house starts shooting at you first and you got to return fire. Understand, that's the only time it's necessary you can get justified for killing a kid in America. When somebody in that car or that house or somewhere, they start shooting at you first and you return fire and you accidentally kill a kid in the process. Because where the kid was at, they were shooting at you first. That's the only way. And people in America, in certain cities, certain hoods, will still look at you like, you know what I'm saying, baby killer, or some will understand it. You know, that was the situation, and some won't. So if you're going to mission to shoot up a house and you know neighbors got cameras, you seen plenty of shootings, murders on Say Cheese and IG and YouTube. You seen how everybody got a camera. You seen that because people breaking their houses. You know what I'm saying? Or shootings and stuff like that. So everybody got a camera. Everybody got a ring. Everybody making Nas richer. You see how Nas got all the millions? It's people like the neighbors that got you on tape. Yeah, they making Nas richer. Yeah, they need protection. They need to see what's going on in their house because people stealing packages off doorsteps and all that there, kicking in doors. Yeah. And when their neighbors' houses get shot up and breaking, they can catch that on film. So why would you then get out the car? If you had any type of common sense, why would you get out the car so they can see your figure? Then you probably, the car that you was in, people know that's your car. See, that's why, if you would have killed a regular stand-up gangster, you probably still could have been on the streets, even though they got you on tape doing that though. You understand that? But when you kill a kid, your own friends, your own family, their own members, they'll turn you in just to get you off the block because you're making the block too hot in certain hoods, in certain cities, in certain countries. They'll do that. Your own girl, your own type, like family members, they'll call and be like, they'll agree with you, they'll know you did that there and agree with you, and they'll see the reward money and all that there, and they'll, yeah, I know what's called drive this car. You know what I'm saying? Or I know he told me he did it. You know what I'm saying? And you'll go down. Understand that when you kill a kid, or when you kill an old lady or an old man, when you kill somebody that's really righteous, especially a little kid that ain't even had a chance, ain't even did no wrong, ain't even committed a sin yet. The baby ain't even committed a sin yet, and you took his life. Yeah, that what you did. Yeah, so you moved up in rank in the devil's eyes. Yeah, and say how you moved in rank, but you ain't, like, again and again, you're not on the streets to enjoy the flowers. You're not even on the streets to enjoy the blessings that the devil gonna give you for killing that little boy. Now it's prison. Now you gotta deal with budding them. You gotta deal with the blood. You gotta deal with people who don't respect that. You gotta run into these guys. You gotta bump into them. You gotta scratch with them. And yeah, you can go in PC, but what if you're in a situation where, you know, buddy who run a yard tell somebody in PC if they handle you, they can come back on the regular line. Nobody ain't gonna touch them. It don't matter who do it. If they handle buddy, yeah, you can come back. We ain't gonna touch you. You good. But you gotta kill them though. I ain't talking about stabbing. You gotta kill them, and you can come back on the yard, and yeah, we ain't gonna touch you. You good. Now you can't hang. Now you still gotta stay over there now. But ain't nobody gonna run in your room. Ain't nobody gonna extort you. None of that stuff. But you gotta kill him though. I need his blood all over the walls. I need his blood over the wall. I need the blood on the floor. I need to be a big mess. I need to make headlines. And what you think they're gonna do? There's some people that want to go back on the yard. They don't want to be in PC. They in PC for different reasons. Not because, you know, they trying to hurt themselves or, you know, they gay or no situation like that. They might be in PC because they told, but really want to be on the regular yard. They know a lot of people and they got more freedom on the regular yard, so they don't really want to be with them sickos in PC. So yeah, they'll do you like that, and they about that. They with that. It's just too many gangsters against them to force them to go on PC. It's different reasons why they're going PC. It's too many. It's like 10 of them, 20 of them that want to touch him, and he can't deal with all of them. But he really pressure just on the solo tip, like I take 2 at a time, maybe 1. You know what I'm saying? 3 pushing it, but yeah, it's 10 of y'all. All y'all want to smash me at the same time. I can't do that though. So it'll force a real gangster to, you know, or I ain't gonna say a real gangster because he wouldn't check on PC, but it'll force a real one of them real dudes that'll, you know, apply that pressure to you. You know what I'm saying? That go on PC. And he can be more like individually, he can be more pressured than them guys that's forcing him to go on PC. If he take him one-on-one, you know, head up, he'll punish him. You see what I'm saying? But in your situation, it might not work like that. Because who's to say you'll go fed where you'll get shipped to another state? You might go to North Carolina State. You know what I'm saying? You might stay in the state, so a lot of people mad at you. You know what I'm saying? You might go to South Carolina, North Carolina. A lot of people mad at you. They heard about it. They seen that. And they don't like that. No, they ain't know the 3-year-old boy, but they got a son. They got a daughter. And you remind them of a situation they probably went to when they was young. Or you remind them of their homeboy son that got killed. And they got to handle you. So it's a lot of different tests you still going to have to face. Even though you made Satan happy. He's smiling from ear to ear because you killed a righteous person. Let alone a baby. If you was with Gazetta Blanco in the Colombian days, she would have gave you $150,000 to kill that little boy. But you ain't in a situation like that. You're not even smart enough to get in that organization to even get paid $150,000 to do what you love to do. And yeah, I know you ain't mean to kill a kid. It wasn't meant for the kid. You ain't know he was in the house. But oh, wait a minute now. Did you not mean to shoot up in the house, or you ain't mean to kill a boy? That's what they're gonna be asking you in that courtroom. Don't say nothing in that courtroom. Don't do no talking. Let the lawyers talk. Don't try to act all hardcore. You don't need no lawyer. You represent yourself. And don't be like old buddy who represented himself with the wild hair and yelling in the courtroom and all that there, asking other victims, "Did you see me shoot into the house? So you saying I got out the car and I updated my rifle and shot into the house 150 times. You see me do that?" And there, I try to get all loud and yeah, and cuss one time, and the judge tell you do that again, all that there, and then you just start talking crazy and all that there. Then you try to slide a little cuss word in and get extra loud. I'll be damned if the courtroom found me guilty of a Ring doorbell cam. I demand this courtroom give me a fair trial, god damn it! Mr. Jacobs, sorry. Yeah, don't let that be you. Don't run that same type of play. Don't run that same type of play and say you crazy in the range. Don't do that there. Go ahead, take the plea for 30. Go ahead, take the plea for 30. Hope they give you life with parole. And yeah, go ahead and just do the 30 and come home. If you try to take it to trial and try to do a little speech, just cause you know how to put on a suit, and one of them inmates can braid your hair back and twist it up nice, and you cut your hair, yeah, you get a little shape up and all that there, put a little part in it like it's 95. Nah, bro, take the plea. If they got the evidence, they got you on film, on tape, the whole world watching, so the whole world want justice, not just Charlotte, not just North Carolina. If they come with a good plea, if the plea is, you know, under 50 years, and you in your 20s is under 50 years, go ahead and take that down. Go ahead and take that down. You take it to trial, you might get life without parole. So unless they try to give you 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 100 years, don't take it to trial. Take the plea. You can do 30. You can do 30. You shot over 30 times. You could do 30. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no gangster gonna say, I want Buddy, I don't want to see Buddy jammed up. Ain't nobody gonna really, you know, one can think that, but ain't nobody really gonna just stand up and just say that and poke their chest out and just say that though. They gonna just say, Buddy. The ones that don't want to see nobody locked up, because you still got people like that, they don't want to see nobody locked up, they gonna say, Buddy messed up. You tripping. That's when you know you're wrong. When you, the hardest dude for the neighborhood, the one don't care about nothing, he look at your situation, he be like, bro, you was tripping. I don't respect that. That's when you know, yeah, you in the red. Jacob, it's never good when other killers and gangsters don't agree with what you did, because the streets always agree with violence. You see what I'm saying? But not, you know, some different parts of the streets agree with others and others don't. So, but Satan agree with it all. And you killed somebody righteous, so he agree with it all. But unfortunately, you know, on land and what people respect on land, because really, yeah, he respect that, Satan respect that, but you can't really see him right now because you're not dead yet. So while you still got flesh in your body, yeah, you got to deal with the land, on land. So a lot of his children, his demon children, not going to respect what you did in public. Yeah. Now, there's some that can respect what you did or don't care what you did behind closed door, but they're not going to poke their chest out and save you and, you know, bag you up on this situation right here, because they don't want to look like they sick, because females will look at them like, oh, you past retarded. Like, you got a problem. Like, nah, we don't need to be around you. You see what I'm saying? Other members can be like, bro, you think like that? People start unfollowing you and everything. You know what I'm saying? If you really stamp that and you really don't care about nothing. So understand this, you know, you made a mistake. You made a mistake that, you know, most people in America, especially Charlotte, don't want to see you come back from. Yeah. See, this is an L. This L right here is a loss, not a lesson. Yeah, because they don't want you to bounce back from this. So this right here would be a loss for you. You took a life, which that baby lost a life, alleged, still alleged now, because you ain't got found guilty yet. You know what I'm saying? And you off the streets, that's another loss. And it's something you possibly can't bounce back from. Or if you do, you be old. So it's a loss, not a lesson, because you ain't really learned nothing from this situation. Because the time they give you for this, it's gonna make it real hard for you to bounce back from, unless they give you 30 or under. Now if they give you 30, you come out 50, 60, you still might can go get your CDL, but trucks will be, you know what I'm saying, trucks probably be in the air by then. They'd be in the air by then. Yeah, they have a whole 18-wheeler in the air by then. By the time you come out, you had to get a whole new, you probably ain't gonna be able to get in. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling what you'll do when you get out, if they give you a 30 piece right now. It's like catching 20, 30 years in 2020, 2021, and you come back, you'll be in the future. You'll be so lost. It ain't like when they went away in the 80s, came back in the 90s, or they went away in the 90s, came back in the mid 2000s or the early 2000s. They still can, yeah, but when you do 20 or 10 or 15 or 30, and you come back and it be 2050, oh Lord, man, 18-wheelers will be in the air, cars, you wouldn't be able to drive cars in certain states. Yeah, all the job robots be taking over everything, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna know how to adapt. Everything will be electronic. You remember the electronic because you did fall in 2021, but it had been switched by then. It done switched 4 or 5 times since then. It ain't like when you're in prison, you're gonna have the top level of electronics unless you put in some work, or you could bring in a lot of product. You got somebody on the street that can bring you a lot of product, which will force you to get them type of new toys like the iPhone or whatever you want, because you know, you put in that work for the game. And I ain't talking about killers and stabbings. I'm talking about where they can make money. Killers and stabbings are always acceptable and cool and good and get you a lot of rank, but it don't get you a lot of say-so on situations like that, electronic, because you're not really bringing the game money. You're really bringing the game more problems with the police, but you're just making them look good as far as war tactics. But they've been killing before you even came, so you're just an add-on soldier that's putting in a lot of work that's outshining the other soldiers. But if you can bring all that drugs in, all that boy in, all that coke in, all that weed in, all them pills in, oh yeah, you can get them phones over there. You can get, even though you can get a phone or two for a couple of stabbings or two, but they don't hold weight that long. You can't keep bragging on, bro, I killed old buddy a year ago. They already did 10 favors for you, versus the dude who bringing, over in the span of 5 years, he done brought at least 2 or 3 bricks chopped down. A lot of blocks, a lot of members, a lot of inmates that ate off of him, and he giving them a good number on the work, and it's good. You see what I'm saying? So how you gonna beat that? And you doing what all the other inmates doing. Some doing it on GP because they defending themselves, some putting in work for others. So you kind of like in a lose-lose situation, unless a miracle happened in this situation, unless they mess up with the evidence in this case. You see what I'm saying? Unless then you drag your boy, he was loyal to you, he picked you up. Whatever he did to help you to get him locked up, he could flip on you. He could. Not saying he will, he could. He facing 15 to 20. If he flip, he do 5. He flip, he take the stand, he do 5, he back home. He like, damn, 20 years, I mean, I'm 25 now. 20, damn. I ain't gonna be able to get, damn. He said do 5 and come home. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say? Situations like this gonna keep happening. As far as like the victim, like the intended target, not the baby, but the intended target, what you can do is start alerting other people that you beefing with the real deal. Like you beefing with lunatics that he ain't got nothing but a chopper. He ain't got nothing but a chopper and some rep he's trying to get. So yeah, you gotta let certain family members know, or certain people that you love know what's going on. Not who you into it with. Just tell them like, I got a real situation. Y'all can't live over here. Y'all can't come over here right now. Or I can't be around y'all. Stop being around your family and people like little kids. Yeah, you gotta be a deadbeat as far as like them seeing you when you in war. When you dealing, oh, you the type of dude. I'm talking to you, the potential one he wanted to kill. I'm talking to you. Are you a dude that don't respect, you know, the ops, your op, which was Jacob? You don't respect that he can kill. You don't respect that he'll up that chopper, he'll come and get out the car and just let off and just keep shooting. He won't stop shooting. Even if you scream, it's enough, He heard somebody in the house scream, "It's enough!" And he just kept, he just kept going. And it felt good to him. Oh, that felt good. The feeling, the power from the weapon that entered his body. Yeah, it felt so good to him. The only time he get other feelings like that is when he jerk off or one of them nasty little city girls, yeah, get him off. Other than that, he don't feel no feelings like that. When it's wartime, you can't underestimate the enemy. Even if he think he's soft, he not like that. You ain't got to be like that to do this. You ain't got to be like that to walk and jump out of a car and drive a car and hop out and just rah. You ain't got. Why you feel like you had to be like that? There's plenty of dudes that's like that in the graveyard, and there's plenty of dudes that stood over them that's in the graveyard that's not like that. So what you saying? So you saying there's nobody in America, and no hoods in America, they got 2 or 3 bodies, 5 bodies, maybe even 7, maybe even 10, and he not like that, and he just keep lucking up on murders, and he good with the gun game, you know what I'm saying? But the knuckle game ain't like that. Yeah, what Jadakiss say, I lost plenty fights, but my gun is still undefeated. Yeah, he could be one of them. He lost plenty. He got whooped by little buddy cuz and them buddy cuz and them down there, but yeah, he ain't lost no shootouts. Yeah, he ain't been hit. You see what I'm saying? So it could be a guy like that and you underestimate him. Or it could be a guy that ain't did nothing yet, but he want to. Them the worst ones. The one that ain't did nothing yet, the one that gotta prove himself, waiting for the perfect situation to prove themselves. And they go all out like Buddy did, like Jacob did. Hop out the car and just If you gonna thug it like that, you could have just knocked on the door. Whoever opened the door just gave him the business instead of the kid. You didn't have to shoot. The problem is you didn't have to shoot that many times into a house. After 10 shots, whoever in the house, they get the message. Like, you trying to knock down a house? You trying to be the big bad wolf and blow down a house? Like, you just sitting there just boom, 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 boom. Like, come on, bro. Like, it don't take that much. Like, it probably wouldn't even been 150 rounds if somebody would have shot at the police and they shot back. It probably still would have been under 100 rounds. Maybe 50 to 80 shells. You see what I'm saying? Because you really ain't, you just doing that there. Like, you could have crashed out like that for a better situation. You could have crashed out like that for a bank robbery. You could have crashed out like that for something that can bring you money. At least something. Like, you ain't get nothing. You ain't get no clout. You ain't even get no clout. You at least could have waited and called him and at least got the little clout that would have brung from that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to check on PC. You ain't got nobody that want to kill you that you don't know, that you ain't do nothing to their family, do nothing to them. They still want to do you in because of this situation. So you ain't really have to, yeah. But that's my take on this situation right here, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the comment section, man. Hit the notification bell, man. Gone.